So just ahead of us now we can see a really obvious example of where the fire break's been very, very effective. The bulldozers improved the road, and as the fire is burnt towards that, once it's reached there, there's nothing left for it to burn, and this has been a really effective point for our firefighters to stop the fire, both with the assistance of the fire break, but also because we're able to bring water to this point and extinguish the fire as it reaches us. You can see ahead of us there as well where the bulldozer's gone off the road and gone and cut a fire break lower down as well, and I know that continues for several hundred metres in that direction. Just stop now. To the left and to the right, because that's where there's a risk of that canopy joining up across the road and it's spreading over the top of the road by going tree to tree.
We've just been taken up into the Cairngorms to see the impact of one of the worst wildfires ever seen in these parts. Sparked during an unprecedented spell of dry weather, it's now been burning for 2
So as you can see behind us, we've got a very charred background there, and this is where we believe the fire started. So in the early stages, that fire started around that area and moved very rapidly and quickly to the fire that we have now today. So we've currently got about 9 fire appliances here, all-terrain vehicles, specialist units, wildfire tactical advisors, working with our partners Forestry Land Scotland, Cairngorms National Park, RSPB, specialist contractors, amongst others. But it's been an absolute devastating fire for the wildlife and for the local community, who have come out in force to really support us, which we really do appreciate. To control this fire, what we've had to put in place is a significant number of fire breaks. So as we've come up this particular area and down this track wasn't here before, and what this done is it's taken away the fuel from this particular area. So as the fires come down to this area, to the track, to the fire break, it's actually gone out at that particular point. But people might think, why are we still here? Why is there smoke still going on? And that's the challenge. It's because the fire's actually still underneath in that peat, and that can cause flare-ups, which this is why we have to regularly patrol the area, damp down the area, and also keep an eye out for those flare-ups. Yeah, so we have had some rain, but it's still extremely dry as well. So unless we have that prolonged wet period in terms of weather, that peat underneath will stay dry and has always got that risk of igniting. So that's why we do keep that eye out. It's been a tremendous effort by everyone involved, not just us, but our partners, and also the members of the public as well, who have all been absolutely fantastic. Everyone wants to put this out. No one wants to see a wildfire, and no one wants to see a wildfire on their back door here in the Highlands. So everyone is absolutely determined to put this out. We have regular crew rotation going on, and we've called upon crews from across the service. We are a national fire service, so we've had specialist wildfire units come as far as Musselburgh to here, and officers come across from the entire country, specialist wildfire tactical advisors coming here, advising us on the tactics and ensuring that we got the right resources in the right place for this wildfire. I hope you can see it as well. I hope that you can see that these fire breaks have started to work, and we're starting to make significant progress in certain areas. There's still a lot of activity in other areas as well, but we'll continue to monitor that, to continue to damp down, to continue to work with our partners to control those fires. So absolutely, so dry conditions will cause the vegetation in those areas to dry out, and all we need is one spark, and it can set alight to that vegetation. And if we've got lots of vegetation on the land, it will take a hold and go continually until either it's put out or fire breaks put into place. So prevention is always best. As well, so I'd encourage everyone to come and enjoy the countryside, but act responsibly. So take your litter home. Glass can reflect light, cause a fire. Maybe take a picnic instead of having a barbecue or having a fire, and please act responsibly in those particular areas. If you do smoke, make sure your cigarettes are completely out as well. So again, act responsibly. I think what you've seen is behind us is that the fire has moved completely rapidly and extremely quickly, and we're in an area where there's no resources around, as well. So it is a challenging area to get to, and it moves extremely quickly. If you think about how a wildfire can move, maybe even 10 miles per hour, or quicker, there's very little that can get here that quick to put that particular fire out. So it goes back to that prevention messaging. With the public, with our landowners, managing the lands, thinking about fire breaks, and using the resources that we've got when a fire does have to control that fire. Absolutely, any resources help supplement what we've got, but I've lost my train there. Most fires start with some sort of human factor. However, we don't know, and we're not in that speculation area for this particular fire. But we do know that it started in this area somewhere over there, just over that hill. But the cause yet is unknown. Yeah, a lot of fires do start with human factor. So again, please come and enjoy the countryside, but act responsibly. Yeah, take your litter home, put out your cigarettes completely, and there's no such thing as a safe fire. We're reviewing the cordons on a continually basis, on a daily basis, with our local resilience partners. As you will see, we've had helicopters going past. We're still doing tree felling as well. So as soon as it is safe to allow members of the public back into the areas, we will do so. But we are reviewing it on a daily basis.
That's correct, yeah. So I've attended this incident as one of the Fire and Rescue Service's wildfire tactical advisors. We have had large-scale wildfires in Scotland in the past. This has certainly been a significant and challenging incident for us, however. So from my experience, it's been really pleasing to see how hard everybody's worked to bring it to the stage we're at now, and also the support of the local community in enabling us and our partners to do that. From what I've witnessed, I've seen firefighters who are still sort of really highly motivated to see the incident through and bring it to a safe conclusion, and I think the morale has certainly been boosted and encouraged by the support of the local community. For example, we've had plenty of offers of sustenance, drink brought to our command points, and little gestures like that show that really do keep people's morale up. I think what has stood out to me is when I've been involved in the planning and the organisation and the command that's been needed to put in place, and how well all the different partners have come together. So Forestry Land Scotland, the RSPB, Cairngorms the National Park, to sit in a room with all them partners and actually know that we're all there motivated together to deal with this has been really pleasing.